During the interview process, it was very extensive, and I felt like every single person I spoke to had some sort of caringness in their tone, and it was more family oriented. I felt like everybody I spoke to, they were very passionate about Glance, and everybody sort of had the same underlying thought about Glance and their perception of it, and they were just like, this place is different, the culture is great. And I felt like, you know what, that's exactly the kind of company I want to work for again.
There's a lot of senior people, which is great to learn a lot from. There's also a lot of middle tier, like I consider myself at, so that's really refreshing. And then there's, in some departments, there's really young engineers and product people, which is really fun to kind of interact and get fresh perspectives from.
I had an opportunity to work with Richard Baker, who is one of the founders, who unfortunately passed away recently. I just remember the company really kind of lived and breathed what he was about. I was working on helping a customer find a solution, and I kind of put together all these slides and here's the idea, and I wanted to talk to him to find out if I had any holes in my thinking. He was super welcoming, and then at the end of it he said, "How come your name's not on this?" I'm like, "Well, I just thought it was part of the company." He's like, "No, put your name on it. This is something," like he wanted us to make sure that we were recognized for this. I'm kind of used to saying, it's a company thing, that's what it is. And he's like, "No, people need to know who you are and what you did for us."
When I think about guided CX, it's really this space between the physical world and the digital world. And as consumers, we recognize that as we're working with businesses, those two worlds don't necessarily work very well together. And we're trying to find ways to bring those two worlds together, because as a consumer, as someone who's running a business, we realize that if we can bring those two worlds together, that's what we expect.
This is a place where if you have an idea or you want to wear many hats, you can take the initiative, and really ideas can come from any level of the organization, and you'll get to work with cool technology. And if you discover cool technology that we're not using, you can have a voice in introducing the company to it.
Culturally, so much of what we bring is curiosity about how the world works. We are a human-first organization because we care deeply about human beings and about the role that human beings have in business, even though the world has turned digital.